right. All right. So I hope this is a lot of fun. I've been curious about this game.
But if so, what I was referring to, like in these three packages, if these are not Switch games, then I could trade these in, and that would just be more icing on the cake towards the purchase of something else.
Well, you want to do a quick open box for now?
I mean,
It's for funsies.
I may go through like, well, cause see the weird thing is like, at least this one still has this package, like it still has the package slip. So this was the crazy thing is like this was bought November 15th of 2024. So this thing was bought 6 months ago. Actually, just because we're gonna throw this up there. We're gonna throw the webcam on. So yeah, so this package, we're gonna hold it this way because the camera's on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this package has not been opened since we got it in 2024. Like it left Massachusetts November 16th, and we got it on the 26th of November.
We have no idea.
I have no idea what's in it.
What's inside it?
I honestly I don't remember buying. I mean, obviously I bought it because it has like my name on it, but okay. Well, we can't confirm it is not from Macari.
So where's it from?
I don't know. That is a good question. And actually, come to think of it, well, actually the okay, I think I know what this one might be. I think I know what this one might be. Maybe. Yeah, I think I know what this one is. And then this one, I might be able to figure out what this is too. All right, maybe not. Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what this one is.
You want to open it to see what it is?
But the thing that's killing me is what is this? We're gonna have to go check eBay. You know what? We're not gonna open up this. We're gonna save the black box.
Can I see? Can I go the other one then?
We're gonna save the black box. You thought these two? Yeah, these two we will. We are recording.
I know.
The controller? It's your controller.
I know, but I play a lot though, so I don't like
This guy.
controls on this gameplay sucks, dude. Like, either you have to master controls or something. Like, why is it like
I
I can only hit like only with one button? That's it.
I do like the visual art style of the game.
That's the only thing I like about it so far. Besides the control stick sucks, dude.
I was thinking Shaolin Showdown when you said Samurai Showdown. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh. Well, since I got a minute, what are the odds?
Yeah, you're so hell bent on opening.
Oh no!
Here you go. You can open the package.
It's Christmas.
It makes you feel special. So yeah, during the 25 days of Switchmas, when y'all would be like, oh, it's not that hard opening a package.
Well, I just don't have my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yeah, you're struggling.
I go to Crunch Gym.
Yeah.
All those push-ups are working out now.
Yeah.
Well, it is
It's a
not a
PS4
Switch
game.
game. It's not a Switch game. It's a Detroit game. That's a good game. And this was loose. But a very good game if you ever want to pick up anything for PS4. Here you go. Here you go, sir.
That'll fetch like $10 at GameStop.
That's not bad.
I mean, there is a couple PS4s over there on the shelf, but I'm not gonna lie, like they've been sitting there for a hot minute, so I don't know if the disk drive's working those.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I wanted to play this too. That's the sad part.
It's decent, though. It's a good game.
Yeah, but then that means that the PS4s don't work. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you need to borrow the PS5?
No, it's fine. So if this is that,
I'm curious, what's the other one now?
I know what this is.
What is it?
I know exactly what this is.
Project.
Nah, I can tell you exactly what that is without you even opening it.
Okay. You want to tell me this?
Mhm. Yeah, it's Uncharted.
Okay. Which one?
What's the last one? Legacy? Hold on. I can before you open that.
I cannot tell you.
No. Before you even open that.
I haven't done it. This is loose.
It is going to be Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Oh, Thieves. That's a good one. No, he says Uncharted 4. I think it is the one where it's all females.
All the females.
Oh yeah, there's one where it wasn't him, but it was somebody else. I can't remember the name of it on top of my head. I know someone's gonna correct me and write up what I'm trying to say. Let me see. But it's Santa Premium. It is not. It is not that. It is something called Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders for PS5. I'm not joking. I have never heard of this game, but you have a PS5 game, sir. Congratulations.
When did I buy that?
I have no clue.
And why would
But by the way, this is perfect because there's a PS5 here right now. Wow! I did not see that coming.
Neither did I.
Hey, your knowledge is your weapon.
Because I did not buy it. Now, actually, I had to.
Actually, you must have, Reggie, because this was not a Switchmas thing.
But I don't know why I bought it.
Are you sure no one didn't send you this as a gift?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because I bought it. All the games that were in the crate over there, I bought.
Wait, you sure this was like a gift Annette gave you?
No, you don't buy the video game.
Okay.
I can tell you that, like, without hesitation. She will not buy me a single video game.
An adventure inspired by the famous novel by Agatha Christie.
And the crazy thing is, like, I just saw one of those games.
Discover the identity of an ABC killer
Galloway.
Inspect crime scenes, interview suspect, and analyze evidence. This sounds pretty fun, actually.
All right, it's player versus computer, so you can pick.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Hold on, what's it?
Give me like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, there's like 50 million Switch games over here.
Is
Let's see. Hot Wheels
Tomato.
image.
ooh.
Boy, how awkward would that have been to open your Switchmas.
Dude, that would have been funny, dude. Well,
We definitely put it, oh, there it is, right there.
you found it?
Isn't that the ABC Murders?
Yes, sir.
Agatha Christie and the ABC Murders?
Yes.
Same game. Same game. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know why I would have bought it on the PS5.
When you had it at the time.
But again, why would
Because
I
I
buy it?
didn't get this. I didn't get to like what? Before March?
Yeah, but
No, it was before or after March Hero.
but I don't know why I would have bought that game.
Maybe in your heart you were thinking about this would be a great game. You should try. It sounds fun though.
Okay, well I didn't buy it from eBay.
I got so these are
Well, it came out on the Switch in 2020. That is the crazy thing.
maybe it was a mix up in the mail.
It could have been like where the bought it from, like they screwed up and gave it a free gift.
Well, I mean, you know, we'll go to a nice home, we'll tell you that much.
Hopefully it will.
Mm-hmm.
Where we buy it in the game now.
That's crazy.
Your money is sent to me now.
Yes, Nigga stop.
Actually, I am kind of curious to see how much that would get at GameStop. $5. Here we get $5.50. Oh wait, no, that's a PS4 copy.
This is the PS5.
Yeah, they don't have the PS5 listed on GameStop.
But you don't know how much you
Nope. Huh. Let's see. That Detroit game was $9. get it on PC. But that's great. Well, okay, so that's actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually quite a bit.
That's crazy that you got this package, dude.
That's a bit. That's actually quite a bit of square credit thing, because if Detroit gets 9, Dragon Quest gets 9, that's 18. These 3 games is 17.
So you get it for free then.
That would be enough to get the Capcom collection without using the $5 code and the $10 in rewards. I would still have 15. Basically, I would still have 15 to use. Well, the 5 I have to use by the end of the month.
Well, I was just saying, like, so with $5, you have to look for something to play with.
Yes, like to use the coupon, it has to be over $5. It can't be under $5.
So you attack with the X. Your special attack is that one. The O is the taunt, and the top right is your guard. That's what I just learned. Does it kind of shock you, like, well, you know, he finally sees what I see to understand, like, why it's bad to rip yourself over?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, that's all. Like, I mean, I wouldn't buy something just for the sake of buying it, like to, I guess you could say, flex. Like, just.
I mean, something just to say, hey, it's kind of cool to happen, but then when you realize, like, how the downside is, like, how is it a flex when you kind of ripping yourself off?
I mean, honestly, like the whole thing with like not, you know, owning some games per se, like it doesn't bother me. It really don't, because it's no different from buying like a game on the eShop. Like,
yeah, but you would want a game that's a physical, that way you can take it, like something that happens.
but again, I mean, with that being said, like I totally get it. Like I understand, you know, that not everything is going to be able to be like in a physical format, so where like you never have to worry about, you know, online downloads or like whether you actually really own the game or not. I mean, because if you want something like that, then you're better off going with like a PS3, 360, something like that, to where you don't have to worry about playing a game online. Like you can completely play the game offline. Whereas something like a PS4, well, even with PS4 and Xbox One, like you can still play the games offline without any updates, but the game may not be like completely patched. Like Cyberpunk, for example, you get Cyberpunk out the box, you know, you gotta play it, and you go like, man, like this thing is like, you know, a pretty terrible game to play. Like I'm not really, you know, enjoying my stay with the game Cyberpunk. Whereas if you get something like Kingdom Hearts, the complete story or whatever it is on the PS4, well, the game itself is pretty much on the disc, well, for the most part. So you get what you get.
Yeah, but that's the whole point about having certain games. Like, I can play this whenever I feel like it. I don't have to worry about it. Kind of like that DJ game from the Vita that I was telling you about. I think it's called DJ Tune or something like that.
DJ Max?
Is it called DJ Max? I thought it was called DJ Tune.
So the one I posted on Instagram?
Yeah, the Vita one.
Yeah, it's DJ Max.
That's a DJ Max one?
Yeah.
I thought it was just their own thing.
Nah, that's DJ Max.
Because when I played it, I was like, oh, look, it has like dancers and all that. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's why I liked it, because like it's upbeat, fun music, and you know it's a challenging game.
Oh, there it is. You thought this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one I told you. Like I had on the Vita a long time ago, but I didn't know there was a physical, because I would have bought this a long time ago. It's a fun game. I mean it. This really is a fun game.
For a second, I thought you were talking Persona 4.
No.
I thought you were talking about.
I thought you when you said
I thought you were talking about this one.
I never played this one.
Oh, you never played Dancing All Night?
No.
Oh man.
I thought it was like what do you call it? Kind of like DLC stories that you play.
It's a separate game from the main Persona.
So it has nothing to do with the other story.
No,
So it's its own little thing.
pretty much
Okay.
like three. So Dancing in the Moonlight, there's Dancing All Night, and then there's Dancing in the Sunlight. Those are the three Persona dancing games. Because 3, 4, and 5, and it's basically all the songs from the game. Just you dance to. So like you use, you know, up, left, down, triangle, circle, and X.
Just like on DJ Max.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And then you use like the L1, R1. I think you use the L3 and R3 as well.
I can't remember whether I have that game on the PS4 or have it on the PS5.
Which one?
The DJ Max game. I might have it on the PS4.
I think it's on the 4.
So I played the hell out of it. It was a fun game. What do you think of the game so far, man? Do you think it's controls not really, you know, there's not too much like tactical you can use with this thing, but still, it's not a bad game though. I like it.
I mean, the graphical presentation of the game is fine. I mean, and that's the thing. Like a lot of games, like they try to outshine, you know, one another, and it's like it's okay to stay in your lane. Like it's totally fine. Like you don't have to.
You don't have to be Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Right.
It's
Like
alright.
not all games need to be like that. Like some games are just okay, like doing their own thing. Like if you want to like try to like the shell shaded stuff, go for it.
Speaking of Street Fighter, so
Yeah, I know.
oh, you do?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, Roman's playing Akuma. I know.
I mean, he's the tribal chief. I mean, it's not like it's a bad role. What I am confused is that they said Akuma is. They're saying it's Ryu's brother. I was like, no, he's not. Like, isn't Akuma his dad?
Oh, see, yeah, you
Wait.
you have the
I play.
you have the Street Fighter syndrome too.
What are you talking about?
I've noticed that. Like a lot of people have that. Like ever since.
Wait. What are you talking about, dude? Like, I played Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Yeah. Say his name again.
Akuma.
No.
Roman Reigns.
No.
OTC. Tribal chief.
It started with an R. Say his name again.
Ryu.
I did you say it the first time, man?
It's Ryu. That's his name.
Is it?
It's not Ryu. It's not Ryu. It's Ryu.
No.
It's Ryu.
No.
Dude, even when they announce him in the game,
No.
he's Ryu.
No,
He's
it's
not
Ryu.
He's not Ryu, bro.
It's always been Ryu.
You're thinking about Ninja Gaiden.
No.
And that's when this.
No,
see,
sir.
This is
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, hands
No.
down it,
See,
dude.
this started when the Street Fighter movie came out.
You talking about the one with John Clovey now?
Yes. The reason why people say Ryu is because the actors couldn't say Ryu. They would say Ryu.
Dude,
So they
hold on.
they butchered his name
Hold on,
to
bro.
now say Ryu when it's Ryu.
Hold on, kind sir.
It has always been Ryu.
Hold on, kind sir. If I'm not mistaken, we were in the arcade games. When people say, "Hey man, who do you play with? Do you play with Ken or do you play with Ryu?" They never say Ryu, bro. They always said Ryu.
Because they don't know how to say his name.
Because that's how we thought it was said. Because there was no one there to correct us to show us that's the name they think it's being
It
pronounced.
says it in the game.
They never say congratulations, Ryu.
They
They
say
never
his name.
They just said that you won, and then of course they had those stupid credits. Go be a family man, which is
But I'm
a
saying,
weird,
but
which
it's
is a
just-
weird way to diss somebody. Go be a family man because you can't take these hands. What kind of weird? What kind of taunt is this? Dude, you can ask Discord. They'll even say like, "Yeah, he's right. That's how you're supposed to say it."
It is not Ryu.
Dude, I could put this on Get Down Gaming, and they'll even say, "Yeah, he's right."
Yeah, because they're stupid.
Dude, okay, that's not nice. Come on, bro. You know you never once called him that. You call him, oh, you mean Ryu and Ken? They never
Ken
said-
is right, yes.
Of course Ken is right. His name is Ken Masters. That's a simple name, but Ryu, that's a normal fighter name, not Ryu. If we say Ryu, I just going to say Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden games. Like, oh, okay.
So then when you play Grandia 2,
Okay.
how do you say the main character's first name? Look up. Okay, here, I'll even pull it up for you. I will pull it up for you. Because you're going to be like, what?
I guarantee, because this is being recorded, they're gonna say like, no, like Sam's right. Like,
No.
I know, dude.
Here, let me go ahead and break this. No, because I'm gonna prove my point that you've been saying his name wrong.
Dude, everyone calls him that, bro.
Say his name, not that. How do you say that? How do you say that?
Ryudo. That's how I would pronounce it, but Ryudo.
So if his name is Ryudo,
So is that? Oh,
No,
that's how you say it? Ryudo.
no, his name is Ryudo.
Ryudo.
No,
Am I saying it right?
you're not. It's not Ryudo. It's Ryudo.
No, Ryudo. That's what it
Yes.
is? Okay.
Now, if his name is Ryudo,
Uh-huh.
why isn't his name is Street Fighter Ryu?
Because the DO is silent. Come on, bro. That's different.
It's
though.
not different.
Dude.
It's the same.
You added 2 extra letters, bro.
But you're saying that in that Ryudo.
Because of the
Do.
Because
Ryudo.
if I say Rydo, that sounds kind of weird. But then again, like
Doesn't saying Ryu sound weird?
no, because Ryu sounds like a normal thing you would say.
Then why don't you say Ryudo?
You mean Ryudo?
I'm just saying. That's what your words is. His name is Ryu. His name is spelled the exact same.
But it has Do at the end.
That doesn't change it.
I mean, it does change the difference of the name of the
No.
title.
Because then by your definition, he would still be pronounced as Ryudo,
Okay.
not Ryudo, like it's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, so you mean to tell me
You've been pronouncing his name wrong.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me
Yes, as kids, everyone said Ryu, but again, that can be circled back to the Street Fighter movie.
Okay, well let me ask you this though. Does it really matter? Because we
Yes.
hold on. The reason why I say it's because we always been calling him Ryu. We all know who we were talking about.
Yes, they're going to know who you're talking about, but again, that's not the way you say his name.
So does it bother you?
So if someone
Here you
said
go.
your name wrong, would you correct them?
Oh, you mean when you call me Reeves instead of Reyes?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a little annoying because
So-
I wonder where you getting Reeves at, and how are you missing the Y?
So if you correct people and it gets annoying that they say that, then why wouldn't someone with the name Ryu want to correct someone would say Ryu.
So does it bother you that we say Ryu?
No, I'm just saying. But I mean, it's like you can't ignore that. You know, it's wrong.
Okay, the reason why I say is because, like, as far as I've always known, like, everyone call him Ryu. Because they call him Ryu doesn't sound right. It just sounds like you're talking about a different character then.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's his name. Though.
I know, but it's just how you pronounce it. It's like, okay,
yes,
because it sounds like, oh, you mean like Lei Fong or somebody else? You're not saying Ryu's name right.
Yes.
Okay. You do realize that, like, Barlog's name's not supposed to be Barlog.
Yes.
It's supposed to be M. Bison.
Yes, Balrog, Bison, and Vega, all like they swapped names.
Yeah.
Because Capcom was afraid that Tyson was going to sue them when he wasn't.
You know,
he was actually pretty excited about it. He was mad that they changed his
I thought
name.
he was flattered. Said, oh, hey, you're supposed to be me.
Well, he originally so after they changed his name and he found out, he was upset that they changed it. But I mean, it's already been years past, so it's like
I mean, if he
okay. Here in the states, they swapped the name, but the international version, it's as is.
So, if they ever redo it, which they always do, redo Street Fighter, if they change the name back, does it change how you feel?
It to the hardcore people, it would change how they feel.
So do you also
because again, people know him as Balrog, not as Bison.
Well, the reason I say it's because like in the like to us, like if you say, hey man, you can't call him Ryu no more, you gotta call him Ryu. It's like, but he has always been Ryu to us. Like it's not like it's.
I mean that's okay. So that's different.
How's it different?
So with that, it's because you're mispronouncing his name.
Yeah.
Whereas you're trying to call someone else something completely different, when that's not who they are.
True. But I mean, to me, it's kind of like, oh hey man, like, do you want to play with Ryu? I was like, yeah, I'll play with Ryu. But if I want to play with Ryu, it's like, who's Ryu?
I mean, no one's gonna. Honestly, the average person isn't gonna be like, hey, it's Ryu. Like, I'm not gonna play it until you say his name right. Like,
there's some crazy people out there.
I mean, yeah, people are gonna be like, hey, yeah, like.
By the way, for those of you, I need you to go outside and go touch grass every now and then. It's not that serious, bro.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, like for those who take this way too personal, like, dude, like, is there money on the line or something? Like, why are you taking this way too serious, bro? I don't get this upset when people say
it's still real to me.
It's still real to me. Dang it! I don't know, man.
That would suck if I actually let go of the controller. I'd be like,
I
guess I'm gonna go buy you a new controller today.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting day at GameStop for both of us.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, dude.
Here, Johnny, play this controller now.
There you go.
You're like, the one's got stick drift. Oh, I don't know. It's your problem now. Like, you broke my controller, John. Now you gotta buy me a new one.
So, I'm glad you brought that up because I've already been saying that the new ones that's been coming out have stick drift problems now.
PS5 controllers?
The new console. They're saying that they already has issues with the drift on the controls.
On
Switch 2?
Oh.
I don't know if it's all true, but if it is, I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Nothing you can do.
No. As a gamer, I do have sympathy for people, man. I know you're gonna be like, screw it.
What are you gonna do? Sue Nintendo?
You can't.
That's all right.
And
you agreed to the new terms and conditions, which means you can't file a class action lawsuit.
That's crazy, man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That is insane, dude.
Such is life.
I'm telling you.
Whether you get the Switch 2 or not, you have agreed to those new terms and conditions, which means you are still held to the same account, whether you have a Switch 1 or a Switch 2. And you're like, no, that only applies to the Switch 2. No. See, that's what happens when you don't read. You need to read things before you sign them.
That's what we learned from reading Rainbow, Levon. You need to be reading more.
Like, you need to make sure you really pay attention.
But, by the way, who is the kind of person that reads user and agreement to that detail to the T?
Sometimes I do actually read some of it.
No, you read it too. You read it like the same way like we read a book like back then. Like, oh, I'm gonna read all this. Just know all in detail of everything. Class action, set A, B, B.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of a book nerd.
No, I'm a book nerd too.
I was actually a book nerd.
No,
I read a lot.
I'm a
So,
book
I
nerd.
mean,
I'm a book nerd too. But when it came to like anything involved like user gaming and all that, I was like, okay, I get a little bored of it. Anything else, I'll read all day.
I mean, I also read like a lot of like computer books and stuff. So I mean, those are pretty boring books. So I again, depending on what it is, I actually probably would read the terms and conditions.
Is it because your love for learning of knowledge grows so strongly?
Well, no, I mean, again, depending
That's a good
on.
thing, by the way, if you are a reader.
I mean, again,
Keep reading.
depending on what it is that you're signing, you need to know what you're signing before you sign it.
Well, I get that, but
But-
when it comes to like games and stuff like this, like who really goes into detail? Outside of you,
Again, it depends on what it is. I mean, I know like it's easy to just like glance over and say, nah, I wouldn't read it. But again, like if you're gonna, all right, so like for example, like with the Switch and Switch 2, knowing that you basically, if you agree to them, then you have 30 days to withdraw from the terms and agreement.
so how do you withdraw from the terms of agreement from now?
So you would have to send Nintendo a letter, like an actual written letter, letting them know that you would like to withdraw, from their updated terms and agreements. Now, with that being said, they can go back and say, okay, well, in order for you to access the eShop, you're going to have to accept that new agreement.
So the only downside is that you
And-
can't access to an eShop. That's it.
Also, with that being said, certain games can be blocked from you playing without you updating your system. And by you updating the system, you then agree to those current terms and conditions. So, for example, like the Capcom Fighting Collection, let's say that it included Switch firmware version 21.1.1. Just throwing a random number out there. And with that new firmware update, it is backdated to the terms and conditions that came out, we'll say on Mother's Day. The same terms and the conditions that you said you didn't agree to. But you want to play Power Stone on your Nintendo Switch. But you can't because you have to update your Nintendo Switch. You update your Nintendo Switch, now you're agreeing to those terms and conditions that you waived. What do? You can't pirate, because if you pirate, you still gotta upgrade. You still gotta update the firmware.
Don't break your
So you're still technically agreeing to the terms and conditions that Nintendo laid out. But the kicker is that because you modified your system with that new firmware, now Nintendo can go back and say, "Hey, we realize that you modified your system. You now own a paperweight. Congratulations." Oh, and to add the extra icing on the cake, you know that eShop account that you had? Locked. That's what Nintendo can do. So all 536 games that you bought on the eShop, gone.
By the way, you don't think there's anybody who's like, okay, I'll take that bet just to see if they can reverse it.
Oh, they won't.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, Nintendo.
There are people who have nothing to do throughout most of their days, and they tinker to see,
It is-
hey, they're looking for ways out.
It is Nintendo's sole discretion to reverse a ban.
Oh, I understand that. I'm just saying, like,
Now-
there's someone out there who's like, I got plenty of time to see if I can tinker with this thing.
I mean, there's going to be people out there trying to modify the Switch too. Honestly, and again, like I said from the beginning, like for those that want to modify the Switch too, you're a fool. Not because like you're dancing, with the devil when it comes to having a $500 paperweight. It's just that
Why?
at the point of modifying a Switch 2, what are you gaining out of it? The ability to play any GameCube game you want on the go? Go get a Wii U. Go get an Analog Pocket. Like, go get one of those if you want to play GameCube games on the go.
You mean like the one I
Go get a Raspberry Pi 5. That can play GameCube games. You can easily get you a little portable screen, like, and do that. Like, you could drop a Raspberry Pi inside of a Vita if you really wanted to. Like, it's just, I've said it on other things, and I'll say it with this: people are stupid.
I personally have a handheld that has kind of like a Raspberry Pi. You played it, and I probably don't remember.
Yeah, I know.
And it's basically just like, hey, I'm fine with this. It's a decent. The controls are not like as smooth as a PSP or like a Game Boy, but it's fun. It's doable, and it's for what I paid for. It's just good on the go. Hey, you want to play something on the go and you're busy, or let's say you're in one situation where you have to wait for a real long time, and you need some time to kill. I got something. I can kill time easily on the go.
You know, you're probably gonna like laugh and say, you know, that's wrong for you to say that, and now you can't get the vision out of your head. And you know, once this gets uploaded to YouTube, you know, someone in the YouTube comments is probably gonna tell me politely, go to hell.
Why?
You know, this character in the middle, it kind of looks like the Canker sister from Ed, Edd and Eddy crossed with Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Well, I cannot not see it now. Thank you, Reggie. I thought you were going to say she looks like a bad Sailor Moon character because of the outfit, but I was like,
I mean, yeah, you can say that too, you know.
Well, I guess now I cannot unsee this. Thank you. The only thing missing is Plankton and Ralph.
Plankton SpongeBob.
No, remember one of the
You
kids.
know about Plank?
Yeah, his name was Plankton, right?
Nah, it's just Plank. Plankton and SpongeBob.
Oh, Plankton missed it, bro. That shows how old I am.
Let's see.
John was watching SpongeBob in the '90s, so I can't.
I'm trying to remember the kid's name.
I mean,
Like, it's like right there on top of my. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
you talking about the kid that had to plank with him?
Yes.
Dang, what is his name? Gosh, what is his name? It's gonna bother me.
Because Rolf was the one that had
The goat.
the accent with the goat.
Yeah.
Kevin was the one with the bike.
Yeah, he used to have the
The
backwards
jock.
hat. He was a jock?
I guess you could say
I
that.
thought he was a jerk. There was a girl that.
Dang, was it John? Okay.
The main Eddie
I think
liked.
Johnny was the one with the braces.
Oh, he didn't have any braces. He had the big old.
I know he had the big giant head, but I'm trying to remember his name.
Wasn't there like the one kid? He's not bald, but he had like a big old tooth. He looked kind of like Popeye if he had a son.
Yeah, that's the one with Plank.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
People are also finding out that there's a black version of Ed, Edd and Eddy.
There's a what?
Yeah, so like, you know, they made a parody of Ed, Edd and Eddy with black people.
How is it?
It's interesting.
They should show me off the
It's a very interesting cartoon. We cannot say the name of it because, you know,
Oh, it's like Boondocks?
no.
Is it like
Oh, no.
It's like South Park or something?
No. Nope.
Oh, it's like the Cleveland show?
Mm-mm. It's another word for black people.
No, you can't. That's not right. That's not right.
Yeah.
Is it the hard R or is it the soft A?
It's with an A, but you know.
Oh, that is not appropriate, y'all. Please start doing these.
One is spelled with one G. One is with two G's.
Oh,
And the third was the whole word. It's just like,
is it sponsored by Uncle Ruckus? What is this?
oh man.
Dang it! Why would you do this?
I'm also glad. You know, they do a lot of talking in this. Like, we haven't even got to a fight yet, and they're still talking.
I'm confused. There is
Like, I really,
that works.
like, I know this is the story mode and all, but you know,
Oh my gosh!
Like,
it ain't that deep, y'all.
see, I said the same thing when I was streaming Golden Sun, yesterday and stuff. I was like, my complaint with Golden Sun in particular, I get it, it's an RPG, but they just talk way too much. And this game, they talk way too much for this to be a fighting game.
Okay, let me ask you this question: how long was the conversation during Golden Sun? Like, if you had a guess, just by trying to skip through it.
There was times where like I was literally like sitting on the just full dialogue for about a good 5 minutes.
Okay. Guess who feels like that when they play Fire Emblem? Whenever they having opening sequences.
I mean, I know Fire Emblem is like that too.
Because I play it and I love Fire Emblem, by the way.
So
and I do appreciate a lot of work and all that, but some of it's repetitive to where it's like, okay, we already got it. Let's move on.
So when
because you're consistently talking about the same thing, but dude, I already know.
So when you did your contribution to the 25 Days of Switchmas last year,
yeah, by the way, you're welcome.
And no, you go to hell.
Whoa, sir!
When you brought over Fire Emblem,
I said it. I had a nice note with it. I said have a fun time.
Fun time?
Yeah, it's a fun one.
There was nothing fun about people talking for 25 minutes.
It's the build-up character art. And
for
someone who reads, I thought you appreciate it. You said you read a lot.
Do you want me to tell you what I hated about the game?
Okay, they may over-exaggerate some of the characters sometimes. It may be a little bit too much overacting and a voice acting. That's just to give the feel that they care about the characters.
Okay, now, see, that's the cool thing about the first part of dialogue. The second part, yep, 25 lines of text. And then the next thing, and then again, 75 lines of dialogue. You're just like, all you say is one word that's not even in the dialogue. Like,
he's taking it all in.
I'm sorry. I hate when games do that. Like that irritates me. Like when a video game is just, right, and then it's just like you're on this like that frozen pose.
By the way, I like when like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
that Saved by the Bell like this.
Yeah.
Just
It's the. I call it the short circuit syndrome.
Okay, so but I understand you may not be a fan of said game series, but it was different.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and you did ask for something new.
I mean, I'm not saying that like it was a bad game like to play. It's just like the dialogue. I'm like
I can bet money you're thinking Samuel Lexus crap. Was like I do. It's fun.
Like what kills me is that when like games,
strategy wise or just
like they have like all that dialogue, but then like there's no voice acting to it. It's like if you're gonna do dialogue, either have no voice acting or actual dialogue, like voice acting. And games like that, it's like you can't tell me that you couldn't put that in the budget.
I think when they were writing it, they were like, "Hey, we didn't want to talk way too longer than we're supposed to. Let's just hurry and get to the battle because you're gonna get bored." That's why they leave that up to do you want to skip?
Dang it. I was really hoping I was going to get that. Did they even like get a hit on us on that one?
I don't think so. By the way, I did not change the difficulty. It's still the same.
Ah, dang it. I spoke too soon about getting a hit. Dang it.
That's actually impressive. I'll be right back. Let me see what's prepared.
Okay. Yeah, it should be open. But yeah, so first impressions of this game, like I do like how it's got the gritty, you know, the gritty feel like to a almost like a grindhouse horror movie and everything. Like it definitely captures that. Like Sam was saying, the House of the Dead Overkill, like it's got that same type of look to it. So aesthetically, it's not a bad looking game. It definitely fits its bill, you know. Honestly, if this came out like on any other system, that would be totally fine. Which I believe this might be out on the Xbox as well. Maybe even the Nintendo Switch. If it's not on the Nintendo Switch, it'll thrive well on the Nintendo Switch with no problems. Even the Switch 2 should be able to handle this without any issues. But again, we shall see once the system is actually out in the public's hands. Dang. Almost got it. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's really not.
Well, rain or bust. I know rental's not a thing anymore. Well, technically GameFi, so technically you still can rent things. But
I mean, honestly, like, and it's no secret. Like, I'm not a big fan of fighting games, but this seems like a pretty simple pick up and play fighting game. It really does.
you can be able to get like we don't care for like the hardcoreism of the fighting games, but you appreciate the playing every now and then.
Like, I'm sure for like the hardcore people that like playing like King of Fighters and you know the technical aspects of Tekken, they may be a bit standoffish on this game.
It's not a bad game.
Yeah, again, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just the actual control aspect of the game where you know like pretty much like your square button is your primary attack. You know that.
You can't do combos like that. You can't do anything crazy. But if you just want to play something simple for a little bit, just to pass the time, I say this is a pretty good game.
Right. Like again, if you know that friend that just really isn't all that great at fighting games, or needs something to kind of introduce them into the fighting genre, this is the game that'll get the job done.
That one game, Pocket Baby, that is so much fun.
And see, that's a fun game as well. See, like this, like you got them boxed up in the corner, and you can just literally, you know, just go all in. Dang it. All right, I guess I better quit messing around and just, you know, go ahead and finish the fight.
Oh, I caught that new, not Final Fantasy, Final Destination Bloodlines. You know the new one?
Yeah. Some people said it was actually pretty good.
It was okay. It wasn't that bad. A lot of over exaggeration. I was like, okay. But it has nothing to do with the other films.
I know we're doing the story mode, but I'm going to actually go back because I want to do some other fighters just for the sake of, you know, actually showing off some of these people.
Are you gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Are you gonna watch scary movies?
I mean, it's nothing, you know, against the movie. It's just like, I don't know, like
Some things you just feel like, what's the point?
like it's overstayed its welcome.
You mean like Scream and Freddy and Jason, like the same repetitive stuff?
Oh, this is definitely your Zangief character. Like, he is a tank. Like, he moves slow, hits heavy. Like it's weird. Like it's like instead of him hitting forward, it's like he hits backwards. So like depending on like how you get caught in a move.
Hey, anybody at your job talking about that Diddy trial?
About the what?
You know, that P. Diddy trial going on?
Some people.
It's like something was like, dang, I think it's just taking too much information. I don't feel like I really want to know that stuff.
Well, I mean, it's got to come out.
Oh, but I know that, but someone's like, ooh, like I think that's enough for today. Like, that's a little too much. So I
I mean,
dad about it. And, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll say it sucks. Honestly, it really truly do.
Well, I mean, it's terrible, but what's crazy is that the stuff that they're using, like,
Yes, będziemy start, hello. You like Mostroscopy.
I think I got enough. I mean if you want to play them, that's fine.
no,
But
this will be the last one. I played enough to where like I have already have an opinion about it. It's like we already talked about it. It's okay.
Sentimental Magneto version. He do kind of like Magneto, like.
He definitely does.
But again, like the game, it visually doesn't look bad. It like you were saying, it gives you that House of the Dead overkill feel. That's like it's almost like a grindhouse cinema, just not as grindhouse.
No, but I will say this: if you are looking for something different, if you want something that's not too bad, it's kind of tame. I would say play this game. I don't know how much that you will want to value it. I think it's a pretty good though.
If Quentin Tarantino could have a video game inspired on his directing style, this game. Not in a bad. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
No, it's not that. It's just like every time I hear Quentin Tarantino, the first thing everyone says like, it's Pulp Fiction. This man has done other movies, but yet Pulp Fiction is still the one that he's known for.
Because for most people, Pulp Fiction was the first exposure they had to Tarantino.
I thought it's because Pulp Fiction will be considered like a perfect film because the way how it's remarkable with the what's the term where you can quote certain scenes, certain characters stick out. It was just like a different kind of film. Here you go.
I'm pretty much. Yes, I guess that'll be a wrap for this one. Wow, we actually clocked in right at about an hour on this.
Nice.
I mean, I think we covered a nice, good variety of this. I mean, we play part of the story mode, showed off a few of the characters and everything. So I'm okay with this.
And not finding out
Um,
controls.
Honestly, like if I saw this on the PlayStation Store, I probably would have bought it.
I would say.
I mean, outside of getting this for a review copy and everything like that, I probably would have,
I would say.
just out of genuine curiosity.
I will say this though, for people who are waiting for Black Friday sales, I said check this out. I don't think you'd be discouraged by picking this one up. Because everyone likes to go for a deal. I say get this one for a deal. So, but I think you said it best.
I mean, still, I mean, either like whether it's on sale or not. I mean, I probably still would probably buy it. I mean, it's not a fairly expensive game at all.
It's really not, and that's the reason why I say like if
It was what, $3.99?
maybe.
I forgot how much it cost on
But,
the store.
that's
I'll
what I'm
have
saying,
to.
like, if you're someone like me who likes to play games on a budget, I say wait. But if you want to pick something now, if you want to play something different, I say check it out.
I mean, once we actually do like our full on review on this, then I'll go in and like get the actual pricing and everything like that, and we'll go a little more in depth with the actual reviewing of this and everything like that.
Yeah, maybe it might be more better to be more in that one. But,
I mean, of course, it'll be a lot shorter than the hour-long video. I mean, it'll probably be like, I don't know, maybe like a 5-minute video,
that's
roughly.
fair.
Show off some of the fighting, go over like the sounds and the music in the game and everything like that.
Talk about
And
what are things that we like, and then some things we can critique on.
right. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for here.
Yep. I guess if anything, continue gaming. Take care of each other, and don't forget to check out whenever Reggie is on. Let us know what you want us to play, as far as anything that you think would be a fun recommendation, and something that we can play together.
I do.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said maybe something like a classic, like Streets of Rage 2.
Oh god, that again.
I know but a goodie. You can play the 5-time WWE champion Skate.
Look, this is where we stop this video. Stop the nonsense
Come
already.
on now.
Stop it. No one plays as criminals.
Criminals? They are defenders of justice, sir. Think of them like, that Netflix show with Daredevil and Luke Cage, think of it like that, but just more of like Wesley Snipes.
Criminals?
They're not criminals, sir. They are people who have justice.
All right.
They're just above the law. They are
Oh,
hard-
yeah. He's above the law.
They
Okay.
are hard to kill, but they are out for justice. And everybody who knows the reference what I'm going with, you're welcome. Got it? All right.
We're gonna call it there.